So I have some clips ready that I know is gonna be wrong, but those are some just big pointers to go over in the matchup that a lot of people are gonna do wrong, and you probably do wrong too because it's just common. That's good. I, so let's go over like this bear though. Like this nair is sort of okay because it catches like four. But for example, this back here, I think he's going for the short hop fastball auto cancel back air mix ups. But like, let's say it's Marth, right? What's your reward off this back air? And in this matchup, like it's one of the most important times as Falcon to understand risk reward of different options, especially reward. Because if you can put Marth in a guessing game and then have a max reward option, um, like ultimately that the chance of success of a high reward option is not that much lower than the reward option. And so you see a lot of like Falcons struggle this matchup because they can't edge guard and they don't centralize their game around high reward options. So they'll be nary around a lot. And they might hit the nair like sometimes and get punished sometimes, but the nair's not giving them anything, a lot of the time. And this backer is a good example. Like, what is that backer going to beat? Um, you'll see me backer here sometimes, and it's not that great at zero, but I'll do it out of habit because it's so good if you don't use crouch cancel. But you want to drift in, do a late backer. You can do this instant backer into the mix-ups that I talk about with the double jump out of it and then fastball auto cancel into a few different mix-ups. But I'm not really a fan of it versus Marth just because you can kind of like accidentally beat a lot of them. So like if he just grabs the landing, it doesn't really matter if you mix up turnaround jabs and dash away. He's gonna grab you either way. Just even if he doesn't even realize that you're trying to mix him up, he doesn't like think about it. He just like I tried to grab him. I don't know what you mean. And if he goes like airborne, he's gonna beat you air to air and you get no conversions off it, even if you hit him here. So I don't like this back here, and I especially don't like that it was high. Like it's safer because you can go for the auto cancel, but it's still just like it's just an example of like Marsh in the corner. You need him to be like really scared when he's in the corner. Like that's a big part of this matchup is making Marth like when he's like right here, he needs to feel the heat. You guys can see my mouse, right? I use my mouse a lot. When he's like in this range though, you need to really make him scared. And he obviously gets a lot more scared around like 45 plus when back of your knee starts working. But you need to always make him scared. He needs to like have to feel like he has to threaten dash through you. That's your goal is make him feel like he has to threaten dash through, and then stop in place and just wreck him. That's the ideal situation. You spam these big aerials, and then you get him to try to dash through you, and then you just stop in place. And here, this is just you gotta think about reward. What is this bear gonna give you? Nothing. And then the CC, the shield after was obviously terrible. Like, but that's something a lot of people do though. Like, think about the someone at me. Oh, all right. Yeah. So think about what Marth can do here if he hits you, right? Because you got to think about that. And I think that a real fight is versus Marth and Sheik. You just kind of treat you. I teach people to treat CC and shield like the interchangeable. It's not quite that way, but you could treat it like that as a percent based thing. Like you want to CC until whatever 70 something, and then you've kind of like lost CC, and it doesn't really quite work that way in reality. But it's a good simplified rule of thumb that would avoid situations like this. Like after you whiffed here, there's a lot of things you can do. I actually think Lord Stomp's really good because it can avoid his grab actually pretty well, and it beats dash through. And those are kind of like the two major things he's probably going to do there. Ultimately, both lose to him just grabbing well, but like that would have won here, That means a stomp grab here, and sometimes that's the kill. It's not really a guaranteed kill because a stomp grab at zero doesn't quite get you to down throw up air comboing well percent, but one bad DI and it could be a kill combo from zero. So, there's an example of like little optimizations how invisible they can be. Like this, so for example, to clarify, short hop fastball auto cancel back air into Lord Stomp there would have just destroyed this Marth. So that should have been a ledge cancel, by the way. You want to just that should have been so he full hops. I think out of panic, but you can like just full drift forward. I guess you can do full hop or it's a double jump into center here, but you have to hit that ledge cancel. You need to at least hit ground to get your jump back. I actually think a really good option here is stop ledge cancel into buffer light shield, and then yeah, like it's not as high reward of going for just like the instant aerial, but you can like you can do sort of stuff. You can shield drop knee after it if you want, but if you do that buffered light shield after stop ledge cancel here, if you hit it, if you were to hit you just between the stop and the arrow would happen, it would beat that. I think it's a pretty good option. No one really does yet, but anyways, I think you need this ledge cancel. That's a big key. You get your double jump back. which is a big deal. That was another shield. Don't do that. You can shield, but it should be to buffer a roll there. Like there's, he's gonna grab if he does anything, right? Like even if you pivot tippers, like what the fuck is that gonna do? It's like you're Captain Falcon at 40%, and he missed the DI there, but it's okay. He got the CC. So Marth is often going to CC your landing lag after you see your arrow because it's kind of hard to dash grab Falcon's arrows like this. And Zane does this too. So one thing you could do is just force a mix-up off a CC'd down tilt there. So if, like, for example, Zane or whatever this guy's name is, Meaty, does a CC down tilt on your landing nair, you could then CC his down tilt and go for a dash jump cancel grab mix-up. Like, for example, if he goes for, like, down tilt, or something like that, or down tilt and trying to, like, grab you or something that they often do, you can get enough grabs off that situation, or like a immediate dash flying stop or something like that, and really make the situation kind of suck for him. That's what he should have done. I mean, it looked okay, right? Because he got the hit, but it was a mistake. So that should have been a nair if you're expecting DI in. And then I think you can almost knee there. At the very least, you can like usually trade on most fair outs and catch double jumps. But if you're expecting DI in there, you want a nair. It's gonna combo better. And that should have been I think he screwed up a hack stash, but it was still the wrong decision. I'm gonna beat into his edge guards because that's probably the most part of the matchup most people are really bad at. You want a normal get up here. Probably have an example. Wait. All right. So this is like a very similar spot, right? Look at this. But see, I normal get up and I go to stomp. You can also wave dash back to ledge or backflip back to ledge or do a lot of things. You can even do an SDI Marth killer, things like that. But I think the easiest thing to do is just stomp. But yeah, the normal get up holds ledge. So right here, that's the same spot, right? So you want to wait till the end. So you have about half a second of invincibility on ledge here. So you wait till the end of that. You wait a half second, and then you press forward on the gray stick, and you get a normal get up here. And that timing will cover ledge and make him fall beneath ledge. Actually, on Battlefield, they die because they side B and get beneath the ledge. But on every map, it makes them fall down beneath ledge after, which gives you not a guaranteed edge guard. Well, I think it is guaranteed, but it's not free. But you should probably hit like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 times, probably. If you normal get up. Obviously, if you make the wrong decision, it becomes much more difficult. Okay. Let's see what I think about this recovery. I've been thinking a lot about like, if you guys are familiar with the Sheik matchup, when Sheik F tilts you at higher percents to edge guard, you often want to do neutral DI or slight DI away. I think a similar thing off Marth's F throw is pretty good, but I don't have all the percents mapped out. But yeah, I think like you could have DI'd a little less maybe, and then still avoid. You want to make it really ambiguous whether he should swing or if he should like run off stage. I think, and make him feel like he should swing and hit you, but you're just out of range. Because if you're just outside of range of like F throw of F smash here, for example, that's probably the best DI possible. Let's see if there's anything else I would have done though. Besides that, actually, I think that uppy was good because most people run off fair you nowadays, so that was good. Like it didn't work, but he got back, but it didn't work. But it was still a good decision. I think it was like a respectable decision. Okay, whatever. So again, here, think about the percents, right? If he hits you, you probably aren't going to die unless he like Tibber F smashes you. But if you get a stomp on him, you might kill him, right? Or a grab. Grab less likely because stomp grab is almost at down throw upper percent. So like if you stomp grab buffer down throw, you can usually get a combo and then get him to upper percent and then kill him. That's kind of the goal. So think very percent oriented. And you don't have to do the stomp. But the point is you need to threaten the stomp a proportionate amount of times to make him respect it, right? Given the relative reward of it in this situation, right? So if you just think about like what he gets off a hit and what you get off a hit here, you need to at least have a stomp threat in his mind enough that he like centralizes his game plan around not getting stomped or grabbed to then like unlock everything else. Because this should make him really like pissed to be in the situation, right? It's kind of like when Peach is like 100%. Armando took a stock and he was like 100%. 4 stocks to a fast faller's 3, 0%, and then come down and die to him. You should make it kind of feel similar versus you in this spot versus Marth. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, whatever. Uh, that was good. Yeah, he should go high and ledge cancel. He missed the ledge cancel, but it was the right decision. Like, it wasn't perfect, but it was the right kind of general gist of things. And like again, like this sort of thing is really, really good at low percent. Like when you're at high percent, he's at low percent. This weak knee, it's like a really stupid weak knee in a vacuum because it's like the percent chance of it working is really bad. But when you consider the relative reward for getting a stupid kill here when you're 170 is a 20, it's worth going for. But it's one of those things where it's like situationally dependent when it's actually a good idea. So don't see this weak knee and think like it's a good idea. But in this spot, it was okay. It was acceptable decision basically because of the relative percents. He's gonna die, but yeah. Okay. And I think you really want to fish for a hit here. Like, I think you don't even care. Yeah. I think that's so right. Like, that stop is horrible. Like, it has a 10% chance of hitting, let's say, 10 to 20% chance, right? Like, 8 to 9 out of 10 times you get stuff there. But just look at this. So, like, you might kill him, right? And if he hits you, you might not even die. So, just, is a good decision. That was a high backer again that I think sucks. So, he died for it. I'm glad. Okay. That backer was better. So it's like a really fine difference. See, he hits this, he puts this back here out coming down. It's still not as low as I'd like, but it's a lot better because like you're not gonna hit Marth with a high back here. Like you are sometimes, but like as a general idea, I think the short hop fastball to cancel a lot worse versus Marth versus other characters. Whereas the low back ears will hit him a lot of the time. Um, at least if you're not being predictable about it. That was terrible. Sorry, that was mean. You want a down throw here though, because that's a down throw double up air. It's pretty this percent, and you get down throw knee at DIN. So you want a down throw. But like, okay, you want to like do this. You have to get the way dash a ledge here after he does this. I mean, you can do other things. You can like go for a weak knee. You can go for other stuff. But the safe level 1 option, if you don't have any data or don't have any idea what he's gonna do, it's just grab ledge. And he also needs to work on those bears. Um, this example isn't perfect, but like, you see how I just dash away, drift in? Wait, this, right? Here's a good one. Those two. Those are how you do those bears, and he doesn't really do them right yet. I want someone to see that so he practices that. But yeah, you want to like dash away, fade in bear for right when his invincibility is gonna run out over and over again. You don't have to do it every time, but like that, it's a really obnoxious option. At least you should be like threatening. And yeah, it doesn't even matter if you reverse knee sometimes. But like when he does like a high up B, so sometimes Marth can barely land on stage, and you don't have a lot of time to confirm where he's going to land on stage or not. So it's harder to have to take the time to set up a reverse knee. But he kind of landed pretty high up here. See there? He had a lot of hang time before he hit the ground. So he had enough time to yeah, the backers hard to time. Yeah, the backers are you can just practice in a vacuum though. Like you could practice in training mode. It's like a pretty autopilot thing. If you're within like a frame or two or of being like late, you're fine. So here, this you should just set this back. You should set this knee up nice and patiently. Just like, yeah, because you only need to practice dash away, fade in bear. So you want to use his ledge grab timing to set it up. It's just a sequence. It's a scripted sequence that you never really change. So you base it based on his ledge grab timing, and you get a late bear to come out right as his invisibility runs out, which is always the same time. Yeah, the timing never changes for it's like 36 frames or some crap. I don't know, 37, something like that. So you want to like hit the ground 30 whatever 30 something frames later, with a low back air, and then you can rinse repeat it. But you want to really take the time to reverse knee here. But it didn't really matter to this percent. But and I honestly like I'm pretty bad at this too. I'm gonna be honest. But you should just take your time. When he has a high one where he has a lot of hang time, take your time. Sometimes you have to rush it a little bit if you barely lands on stage, and then it's kind of hard to take all your time. But yeah, he's still gonna die. So yeah, that was good. Okay, that was okay because he was fairing around. I hate being wrong. That was a good bear. That was a better bear. Oh, yeah, he did the slight DI there. So I'm gonna go through this real quick. That was a good bear because it was late, low in the corner. So it's gonna be like really, really obnoxious to dash hits around. I mean, he's not gonna die because it's 12, but at least he's probably gonna push the ledge if he tries to CC it and stuff like that. That was a good DI in the F throw though. You see how he was a little bit, he wasn't like full DI down and away, but he wasn't like DI in to get like comboed or tech chased. Yeah, he's low. But that should be a knee grab though. It's one of those spots that's like weird, but like you're like, you're late. Wait, let's see. I think it was like a frame or two. It wasn't like a perfect knee. Mm. 2, 3. Eh, I guess you have to roll there. Anyways, you can either go for a dash through or roll there. But you probably try to jab. Also, this like shield is an example of what I mean. It's like what is Marth gonna do? I guess he could like down air you, but like I don't know, man. Make him scared. You make him so scared to put on hitboxes. His hitboxes are really big, and both the Sheik and Falcon versus Marth matchups just make him really scared to swing. Right? Make him like hesitate because that's like he has this gigantic range. You need to make him like not feel like he can just use whenever he wants. I don't know where he's going. Hit is running away. He knew whatever he wants though. He's super far up. Yeah. I mean, I guess I can spin out edge guard here, but so, yeah, I don't know. Maybe he went for a ledge cancel here, but like at worst, you should at least see this and go for like. I guess bear's okay. He should have grabbed ledge or stomp there somewhere in there, but whatever. Yeah, Falcon me knows he's missing that tech, but they always miss that tech. That was a good way dash back. I wouldn't have done it, but it's better than what I would have done, which is jump forward and get hit. What? Okay. I just take the F smash every time. That recovery sucked though. When he, I don't know what he's expecting, but you can either go high up B here and then like threaten ledge cancel top plat and ledge cancel back or fastball through everything. Or you can do a triangle jump through him. I think both of those are good. Or like an air dodge down and back or sort down or something. Something weird. But yeah, I think like that was one of the bad decisions. There was a lot of good decisions. High up B where you threaten forward or back, or an air dodge should have been good. But or even a side B ledge cancel would have been okay there. It's better on Yoshi's, but it's still okay. Whatever. He's got working on those bears. See, those aren't even like close to the right timing. Let's just watch one more time. This wasn't like perfect, so don't think this is like gospel, but this is the right. This kind of idea, right? With that. All right. Well, you fucked up. And you want to DI that down throw, forward throw, down and away. Just DI a grab at 0 down and away because they F throw out of a habit a lot of the time. If they're not really good for Falcon, they'll F throw at 0 out of habit because that's what they do for spaces. So you just do down and away, you can just Lord Stomp it. Or dash away, dash and grab if you want to be a little less committal. But the Lord Stomp is pretty low committal because you can just CC after in the landing lag, so or ACI down. That should be CC though. He's getting away with a lot of like shield, nair out of shield, because this player isn't quite as strong as him. But for example, this, you can ledge dash and CC this fair and get this would have been a guaranteed grab. Like, I don't think he could have even moved for. I think the Marth would have before he could move because this fair is a little high. Like it usually will be a little high, a few frames high, and so I think you could have CC dash grabbed him before he could even have acted. So that's an example of like ledge dash CC being a good situation. It's more like just kind of like falling for shield nair to shield, which I mean, I'm not saying you should never get hit by it, but like probably not even once in a set on average, and already hit by it multiple times. So it's not as good as it looked. Those are pretty bad shields. He's just getting away with it. All right. But Yoshi's is pretty rough, so let's see. Oh, that was good. He missed it, but that was good. That was what I would have done. That, yeah. Yeah, actually, that was the right decision. The Marth just didn't miss his dash back, I think, or like is too slow or something. That was the right decision. The Nair, yeah. Oh, yeah, that was good. Yep. If he hit that dash out of crouch there, that was the right decision too. He won. I think he won a 1 frame dash. 1 frame dash. Yeah. Grab. That up air was. I don't like that up air. I knew he was covering slide off, which I think is actually a good decision. Um, they're probably bad with the nairs if you're ducking it. Like I think if they're right on the money with it, that you don't duck it. I think if they're a little slow, then you duck it. Either way, it doesn't matter. You just grab it anyway. So you know, because if the nair's too high, you just have more time to grab it. Yeah. Okay, so you want a knee or nipple to slide off usually. I like knee because they sometimes double jump. You catch it with the knee. But nipple works too because it's the platform edge of the platform is off stage. So if you're gonna cover slide off here, just get a knee or nipple, then he's dead. He's dead. Whereas up there, it's like he's like maybe dead, probably dead. Not with, but like with this, I probably like a 40% chance of being dead with this edge guarding, right? 40% chance, I'd say 30, 40, as opposed to 100% or 90 or something, right? Like if you knee this or nipple it, especially, he's dead, right? Nothing you can do about it. So the up air, like that up air wouldn't even have comboed the way he did it. So yeah, Smash Bros. Tour 24/7. Wait, what? Just happened? Oh yeah, here's his bear. He's actually an instant bear. That's the right decision. I'm glad he died for it. I'm glad. Yeah. Short up knees, especially on Pokemon and Yoshi's, is pretty silly. You can also just shield poke them really easy. If they try to shield drop, yeah, that's what you want to. That's how you want to bear, and that's also a spot you want to bear in because it does high percents. Well, 69 is like high percent for Marth. When he gets that in one, he gets to that in one combo, but like it is high percent because it's a guaranteed kill if we hit him. So yeah, but yeah, this is how you want to bear. This is a lot better. See that? He like, I mean, I don't like the shield stopping. It's easier, but I think it's like not as good because it you can't maximize your hurt box distortion. It's not as good for avoiding his stuff, but it's usually good enough. But I think it's a little worse. It's like, but it's cause, think of it this way: it's like if you shield stopped when you lord stomped, you know, like you lose a little bit of that pull away, the moving out of the way. But overall, though, the idea of like drift, dash away, drift and bear at that percent is really good. You don't want to telegraph it too much. That's something Wizzy does. That's why Zane will beat him when he does that because it's like really good. But you know, like anything else, you don't want to overuse it. But yeah, that's like the money situation. It's like 45 to like 75 or something like that, and you just get bare knee and he just dies. It's actually pretty stupid. I think like it's probably shouldn't happen, but you know, whatever. That was a really good short off from him. The other guy though that time that was hard to deal with. I mean, I'll talk about how you could have done it, but he was at a really awkward like distance. So if he tried to react to the jump, there's not a lot of ways to do it. Um, see if wait, maybe I'm missing something. That's a hard spot. Yeah, I think that yeah, that was just hard. That was a really good jump from the Marth. I think that's hard to beat. Like obviously, if he did it multiple times, it's easy to beat. But he jumped at a really good spacing and timing. Okay. Ah. Oh. All right. Okay. Uh, I think you want to DI so you go like this. Not that it's like trivial. Well, I guess it's actually you can't really know, right? Because if he had jumped on the top lat with that up air, yeah. Okay, that's tough. So like basically, if you DI like that, you get F smash on the side plat. But if he DI like up and in, like I would have done, and he went to the top plat, he would have F smashed you. So it's like it's not a really great situation. Can't really blame him. Yeah, the fastball up was a good idea though. He messed up, but it was like it was right. It was a good call. He's messed. He just flew up there. It's fine. That was a really good way to shot tail for the Marth. But all right. So you grab ledge here. You wait. You should still be on ledge right now. And then you normally get up right around this timing. There is a spot you want to do the bear, and that's if he's like doing the float above ledge, with to like kind of like how we do the SUJ jump, that you kind of jump and up drift to ledge. That's when you want to do the bear, because he can't drift that far, so it counters that. Or if he side B's above ledge, kind of floats to it, like Zane does. Zane actually loses to that ledge hop, but your average Marth is always going to double jump sweet spot, and so the right decision is always going to be let normal get up or get up attack into like ACI down and in, down angled F tilt or stop or something. But that's going to be the right decision versus 90% of the time. So, but there are going to be spots where you want to be ready for ledge hop bear. But generally, the right decision here is normal get up or get up attack, depending on how much invincibility you have left. So, because that determines how much time you can hold a ledge for before you have to do it. Because your goal is just to outlast him so that he falls just beneath the ledge, and you make him not able to grab ledge or double jump and make him up B or air dodge. You want to span that back air the way I showed you too. See, this is all high back airs and not at the right timing. So keep practicing that bit. And just to put it out, if you do this back air and he kind of like mixes you up or whatever, goes low, you can CC down and in or ASCI down and in and hit A and just F tilt him. Because that would have worked there. Okay. Yeah, that's where you want to do it. When he's kind of like floating. Right. Here we go. Yeah, that's the Zane side B. So he does in that exact same spot. Zane does the side B, and that's the one time I like ledge. Except for like weird air dodges on stage and stuff. Otherwise, I don't like ledge hop back here. But that's the one spot when he does that floating side B to ledge. Zane really spams that. But yeah, that's the one time that the ledge hop back is really, really, really good. Because it killed him, right? So that's always good, I think. So yeah, you see that shield in the corner there? He jumps and loses almost all his threat range, right? You see that? He only shields for a second here, right? There you go. You saw how he shielded? So if you CC, you have threaten you threaten up to about here unreactably, and you threaten to hit him, kill him if he hits you here. Whereas shield, he's gonna be safe on shield kind of by accident. Even if he's not thinking about shield, he's not gonna get punished out of shield. This guy is, but he's probably like not as experienced versus Falcon as Marth. I think a lot of people aren't practicing that. Don't practice that a lot. But Falcon's never really going to punish Marth out of shield. Marth is really, really safe on shield in general. But if you have CC here, you have dash threat. You can still jump up if you want. You can punish his things if he swings. It's just a lot better. So because he's shielded, he can't really jump very far. His range is like this. His threat range, and he can't threaten to kill him if he hits him. So. I'll just point something out here. I know I'm being a little bit much, but when Marth is kind of dashing around this area, he's going to try to like air to air you with a fair. You can just fastfall CC here. This is one of the times when like empty land fastfall is pretty good. Like empty land fastfall CC. Like Marth, you can't really up air versus fair, right? If he's spacing it, you're not going to win that up air versus fair directly. Like the way we win it is using our mobility, right? So a lot of times you want to like space an aerial versus every other character, bigger one, right? Usually our aerials are the bigger aerials between the two. So air to airs we win. But versus Marth, our air to airs, I think usually the right decision actually as a default is to land and fastball, empty land CC. Just because here that would have actually punished him. So I think. So. Yeah. Oh, that was good. Dude, that was so good. Oh, it didn't work, but that was really good. I guess I should explain it to everybody. So he does that. He misses the fastball, so he doesn't get a punish. He went for the drift and knee on the up tilt there, which is like that was a really tough spot to do it in. But it was like definitely the right decision. Like if you read up tilt, that was like such the right decision because a grab's not going to give you anything. So that was really good. And he keeps he's still getting to the bear comfortably. So yeah, you see, but it's okay. He'll work on that. It's a pretty easy thing to learn. You just have to like practice a little bit. Yeah. Honestly, dude, if you shield versus Marth, I mean, I just take the grab. Yeah, you just take the grab and do something stupid like that. That's what I would do. Yeah, just like that. Oh, no, that's double up here, bro. Yeah, what are you doing? You got to cash out. You got to try to hit him off stage and edge guard him. But the problem is he's not edge guarding him, so he knows he's not edge guarding him. What is that? But you know he's not edge guarding him. That's why he went for the knee, because he's like, oh, I can't kill this guy. Right, let's watch this. Okay, so first off, there's no reason to shield, right? But you can actually see him jumping at you with the fair, rising fair, and then react to that with just crouching. Like that could be like your response to him seeing right. If I see rising fair, I like react to it with crouch because he's in a landing fair, right? Unless he's a freaking genius and doesn't do it, but then he's just better than me, you know? No, but like for real though, like if he's gonna rising fair, he's gonna landing fair, right? Because he's so used to being safe, and so I actually react to rising fair with crouch. It's pretty easy because you just, you know, like it's like crouch is frame one and there's no timing, right? Like you just hold it forever, so pretty easy. And so you can just react to this rising fair with the crouch and then get a grab and kill him here. He keeps jumping out of shield. What's going on here? What is the meaning of this? Get the bear. Yeah. So he's show stopping, so it's not quite as good. But that was closer to the right kind of bear. I'm not gonna harp on it anymore. It's a really big deal though. It is. It's just some nerdy stuff, and it's like not that interesting. Why did he shield? He CC'd it. He was so whatever, man. All right. I'll go over it a little more. What's the right decision here? I know you can gentleman this, so like what would I have done? You can either F tilt or gentleman this. I don't know what the right decision. Maybe up tilt's the right decision. Maybe up tilt. Is up tilt the best thing here? What do you guys think? You can hit him with a grounded move for sure, though. I would have F tilt or gentleman, but maybe I should start up tilting. That might be the right call. I think up tilt might be best. Yeah, that's just too hard. Can't kill him there. Like you can't, but you have to like. It's not worth it because you're going to win the match. You're heavily advantaged, so yeah, dead. It's not worth going for the cloud there. It's just too risky. You might die, and then you're like heavily favored there, unless it's like Zane. And then Case, he's pretty good. So, but everyone else that the punish game for this matchup is like really skewed. So, all right, go back to Yoshi's. Where else are you gonna go? FOD. Sam, you're not muted.
Oh, am I?
You can not be muted. Welcome aboard.
I just think
Yeah. All right. So this needs to be a grab, by the way. So you want to grab here and pummel buffer down throw. I think you're at 21, so I think you can double up air. If it's not guaranteed, it usually works for me. But like if you get the grab, you have enough room there to grab and dash. So if you pummel buffer down throw, you can usually kill him. You can also go for immediate buffer down throw, and hope he just misses the DI, which is okay. Most better players are not going to miss the DI there though, because like you have no way to threaten down away DI. But it's a good thing just to have in your back pocket. Like you can always just grab buffer down throw, and you know some people are gonna miss the DI. It's just worth knowing about. But I would go for grab off that knee, grab pummel buffer down throw, and then you get double up there. Usually depends on the situation, but follow the DI and react accordingly. But you could kill I'd say you kill 7 out of 10 times there, which is pretty good. Maybe 6. That's another shield situation. So he needs practice those back airs, right? But this, for example, this seems to be CC. Like you see him rising fair, CC. Or that. Yeah. You see, that was actually a perfect example. Actually, this is probably the most important example of CC versus Marth. That's kind of like really unintuitive. If he hits you out of the air with a rising fair, right? You want to land and buffer CC. I don't know if I have this in the cookbook, but you want to, if you get hit out of air to air from a rising fair, you want to land and buffer CC. So, because you land before him in the spot at the low percent rising fair anti air to air. You land before him, so you have time to CC. And sometimes you can jab, sometimes you can't. And I prefer just to get the true CC. If you get in the actual crouch animation, you have a few more frames of advantage on him because some crap. I don't know, some weird stuff. But you have like more frame advantage in the crouch animation than you do with just the ASDI down, even if both work. And so if you get air to air with the weak fair here at low percent, you want to just land, hold down, and then punish the and just dash, just dash JC grab on landing. See there. That should have been CC dash grab, because that would have beat the down tilt right there. The ledge dash should have been ledge dash CC dash grab, because that would have beaten fair down tilt. Okay, he screwed up, but yeah. That was kind of me in the sense that I was like pretty good, but kind of screwed up. Whatever. There. So when you miss aerials versus Marth, he's going to often try to whip punish down tilts and fairs, like I see you talking about. So I'm kind of harping on myself, but like right here, this back air. If you fast short out fast auto cancel this like he did, so the instant bear basically, and then you land and just hold down, you get a free grab here. Not free, but you take some damage. But like it's like Marth, you don't really care if you take damage. So that would have been a CC dash JC grab right there. Pretty good. Sorry if my voice sucks. I'm pretty sick. That was good. Oh, that was bad. Okay, that was bad. But before that was good. It was good before that. The wiggle, I think. Okay, I think he landed right. Oh no, he didn't land. So what I would do is just air dodge either down or down and in or down and away. You can even go for like a slight air dodge here and then try to like ledge cancel it. The triangle jump, I mean. So like air dodge through an attack here, because even if you land, you get your jump back and you can slide off. The down B is for when you can't do that, or I mean it's more of like how do I put this? It's like a card you have in your pocket because it also is your falling speed, which is good, but it also sucks. So you only want to do it when it's like um you feel like your other mix-ups aren't going to work, or that falling speed mix-up is really, really potent, or you think you're going to shield or something where it's like particularly useful, or if you're just like, nothing else is going to work. Like here, if you can land on a top platform, he's going to whiff an attack, and you're going to land, and he's not going to be able to punish you, first of all, because if you air dodge down and through him, you have 10 frames of landing lag, and you're going to land before him. So you can usually, so for just to play an example of a simulated situation, if I had air dodge down and fast fallen and hit the platform and immediately shield dropped, and Marth did like an up air right here, I would trade at worst in pretty much every spot, which is pretty good because you wouldn't die and he would take 11, 12%, which is pretty good. Getting Marth at 20, 25% is really big. Oh, so he wouldn't even have hit you. So, Oh, and you also, when you get pushed off, just go for a fastball. Yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah. That was mostly right. He could have waited a split second longer, but it was mostly right. So you want to actually wait longer. So you get half a second of invincibility, but then when you start the normal get up animation, it like becomes this. So you want to like wait to use that normal get up invincibility. You know what I mean? So you want to wait that half a second on ledge before you normal get up, because then you've held the ledge a lot longer. Here, Marth almost grabbed ledge, and some situations you're gonna grab ledge, depending if it's slightly higher. So you want to wait half a second before you normally get up. But that was good. You want to stomp after it though, because you can just stomp and then just hold down, and then just stomp again if he like falls, and then or back here again or something like that. You can just kind of like hold down though and rinse repeat him or kill him. So Keep pre-practicing this bears pip. It's important. Yeah, that was another really, really high up B. So you want to just take your time and reverse knee. And that's okay. He messed up. You should at least go for a stomp here, though. I feel like you're not even threatening him, or at least a low bear, something like that. Okay, here you got to do something, man. Come on, look how high that up B was. He was up here. Oh my gosh, it's fine. That was bad though. If you're gonna like go for up air to air to beat him, you might as well just do it in the first place, right? Like you didn't need a double jump and then do it, because now if you lose the situation, you die. Whereas if you keep your double jump, you're not going to die. Just hold it in and you up air and you trade, you're fine. And if you get hit and you don't, doesn't go as well, you probably aren't going to die. Whereas when you double jump first, it's chance of dying is pretty high. All right. Yeah, that little bear is actually really hard to get around if you do it right. Like he can, but it's not easy, and it's worth like making him like respect at the very least. Yeah. No. What? Oh yeah, that's normal get up, by the way. And he's got to practice his ledge cancels too. He should be able to ledge cancel from anyone on the platform, and yeah. Well, at the higher percents, the shields are okay. Just because you don't want to get like pivot tippered out of nowhere or something like that, it's fine. And you can't CC many things anymore, so it's okay. But at lower percents when I really harp on it. Dude, I wonder if this stop. I'm thinking that like up smash or side B is off, because like side B, I know it sounds funny, but hear me out. So if you side B him, at most he like DIs up and he takes 71% and then you knee him, right? That's like worst case scenario for you. At best, he like DIs away and you knee him way, way closer to the blast zone. You can also you can go for some single nair stuff, but like you would kind of nair him kind of high, so I don't really like it that much. You can also just knee it, obviously, but that's kind of boring. And up smash is obviously good too, because if he's not SDIing it, which it's actually pretty hard to SDI, it works on Wizzy every time, so I don't know if that doesn't mean anything. That's not really very scientific. Whatever, man. I'm right. But yeah, up smash is pretty good, pretty good, because you can stop up smash there and get a lot of percent and hit him a lot further. But I think shielding like a degenerate at high percents is fine though. Like he's shielding like really stupidly, but it's like just think about risk reward. What is he risking? You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. Just gets grabbed. Gives a shit. That's how I do it. I think it's pretty good. I'm not 100% that it's really good, but like it seems pretty good. I'm less sure about that than everything else I've said, but that's why I'm not really complaining about his shields at high percent. He's about to win though, so yeah. Also, he's full hopping a lot of times when he should. That's also you could CC down left tilt after that bear. But what was I about to say? I had something insightful to say. I swear. Oh yeah, that. Yeah. So you want to like replace all those full hop up airs with short hop up airs. Usage of full hop should be a lot more like purposeful than it is for Pip right now. He's full hopping a little bit too much. You want to like really abuse your speed versus Marth, and then here you could like combo a lot better if you short upped. Sometimes full up upper combo is better, so it's kind of like something you have to get a feel for with more experience. But short up upper would have been a lot better in the past 2 times he did full up up. Like that would have been a kill if he had short up up aired. But yeah, he probably knees it now or something. What's he doing? Too much cookbook. Yeah, okay, he wins. All right, that's the set. Anyone have any questions? Oh wow, a lot of people are here. Should I do another set? I'll do this next one a little bit faster though. I'll explain. Did he win? Oh, this is a bad set.